Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Tuesday. Thank you ever so much, Bob, for your resub. I appreciate that ever so much. I hope you had a great weekend and that your week started off treating you well. I'm assuming that Bob is on his way home from work, and we are here working on the gate. So, going to make sure I start up with some food and do that eat thing, because, you know, that's kind of important. Where am I here? Ooh. I made a boo-boo. Just give me a minor second here. Wrong one. Mini. I pointed my live at the wrong scene, so that's not going to help anybody, because then I can't change buttons easily. There we go. Alright. So, today we are working on the gate, and let's give you a quick boo of what it looks like so far. So those of you that were in Dadcraft's Discord were able to see the gate this far. I didn't show the other side of it because I didn't think to show the other side of it. Long weekend for you. Yep, work done, just a 10-meter commute. Ah, so you got to do work from home today on your Tuesday. So long weekend you had. Was it a bank holiday weekend? I never remember how to sort those ones out. So this is the quote-unquote front side / outside. And I've added a bit of steps. I'm not very good at texturizing, so I just semi-gradiented them down. And then that needs a little bit more change at the bottom. I think instead of the super muddy tracks, which I kind of regret, I'll show you really quickly why I regret doing it that way, is that, underneath actually we've got wood now. Initially we didn't have wood underneath, and so anytime I made a change to it, things fell through. So I might be able to change that up now. But basically I want to take the tracks and just put regular stone or regular mud up through the pathing, just to make it look like they've got cart tracks that go all the way up to the gate, and then switch out some of these ones to be stone, but that will be after we finish the gate itself, because this is definitely not complete. Bank holiday? Last bank holiday until Christmas. Oh, what a shame. Well, I mean, I guess that makes sense. Can't have them all. You know? We have, we don't do bank holidays in Canada, as you're probably aware. And I just unfortunately need to turn down the Spotify for myself. It just seems a little bit loud. Where is my output of that? There we go, that should do. Alright. So yeah, we don't have bank holidays in Canada, but we do have, well, for lack of a better term, we have regular holidays, as in like we have Labor Day coming up next week, and then we also have, there's the non-instruction days for school. So for me, that's like a holiday 3-day weekend. It just means that Fantastic Sherlock Fox doesn't get the holiday. So yeah. We're kind of used to that because he runs his holidays or his vacation from work fairly tight. Just try to see. No, I can leave that for now. It'll fit. But he runs his vacations fairly tight, which means that it can be a bit of a challenge to get everything to fit in. But we end up having the effect, basically, of one, I could say, day off per month, more or less. So yeah, that's how it sort of seems to work. You'd sooner have them in the summer than autumn, though. Downside is I don't get paid if I don't work. Ah, so an hourly rate. Yeah, that can be unpleasant. So where I left off here, I was we have the arch piece on this side at the front to hold in the gate, which doesn't actually move. Not on this one, anyways. And we might do the redstone version. I'm kind of nicking that redstone design from one of those little official Mojang release magazine things. So we've got the, oops, in front of me. There it goes. So I'm not actually stealing the keep or anything like that from here. I'm just looking at nicking the redstone for a moving gate. But I'll do that on the west side, not on the east side, because the east is just the more minor gate, and the west will be the more major one. But in the meantime, where did I put that design? I'm trying to match this side with the other side. And I'm trying to, and I have to keep looking to see what I did because I haven't the foggiest. Okay. There we go. Yeah, we don't get a whole lot of the whole days off business. It's kind of a bit of a shame, but it feels like it's one a month because, of course, you've got Christmas at December, and then we'll back it off. We've got Remembrance / Armistice Day sort of thing. We call it Remembrance Day, but you get the point. In November, and that's a national holiday. And I did that wrong. And then we've got, in October, we've got Canadian Thanksgiving. And then, backing that up one more time, we have the Labor Day at the start of September. So then you add to that a bunch of days off that people have and or take. Oh. I was about to say, why can't I figure out what's going on there? It's because I blocked it. Okay. But yeah, it's a great set of holidays. I like it when people... Whoa, whoops. I like it when we have something roughly once a month. Whether it be an official holiday isn't always necessary. As in, I don't mind... Oop, I did it again. I don't mind if it's sort of a faked out holiday, like, for example, we don't get a day off for St. Pat's, and we don't get a day off for Valentine's. But both of those things socially help people not go sort of stir crazy because there's something goofy and celebratory to look forward to. I also like that you don't have to worry about any of those days with relation to, say, family or something like that. Because some of the ones like Thanksgiving can be a real mess at times. Okay, where is scaffolding? DC had it right this weekend, where Bedrock may have the best scaffolding, although it's tough to get used to either one of them. There we go. And can I reach? No. I find Bedrock has the best stacking for scaffolding. I think Java actually has the best sideways extension for scaffolding. That's a weird personal take, but that's the way I like it, because I find Java's nice. You just look at the scaffolding. Let's go. Yeah. So because I have to sort of squat and jump to be able to go up easily, that's great. But scaffolding, I have not figured out on Bedrock how to get it to do this sort of thing really easily. Whereas this way, you just look at the piece you want to go and click on it. It's sort of like the ugly stepchild of the forward bridging that we should have in Java and don't. Good morning, Fantastic Sherlock Fox. I apologize for not noting you coming in. Slight distraction on the gate section that got me not paying attention. What did I do on this other side? Is that it? Oh, that's it. Okay.
Oh, hello there! Hello there!
All right. Good morning, Scrublord. Good to see you. Hello, hello. Always glad to see all my friends. I swear my monitor's crooked today, but it is and it isn't all at once. Okay, there we go. All right, what do I want to do with the top? I think I'm going to make this a second row high. I'm trying to decide how I want to do that. Let's go get some more, sleeping, one thing, and I need some more fences. I've got 3 spruce fences and I want to have a bunch more. So that I can come down similar to what we've done on the towers with the woods just off the top edge there. I think I'd like to do that on the bottom layer of the gate portion. So I need to get some more for that, and I might as well sleep while I'm here because at the moment I'm the only one on the server. So I figure, well, sleep over there or sleep over here doesn't make much difference. Fantastic Sherlock Fox says I've got physio today, later as well. That's a good thing overall, as due to the travel it's been 5 weeks and I could use the relief. Yeah, I can imagine. We actually had some great beds when we were on vacation, but just trying to sleep on an airplane, it makes everybody, cramped up and kinked and so forth. What do I have for junk food in here? Oh, I have more food than usual. Okay. I can start to put things away. Alright. I was supposed to drop those off at spawn, but I completely forgot the last time I was there, so I'm not going to bother with it this time. Those can live in a box. What did I need? I needed fences. That's what I was here for. Fantastic Sherlock Fox and I have a funny habit sometimes where we will spread eagle and encroach on the other person's space. And unfortunately for him, that means that when we went abroad, he was not able to encroach on my space nearly as much as he's used to. Which, to his unfortunate detriment, he felt cramped. I didn't have a problem with it whatsoever in either case because I don't get the extra space. And so yeah, I can imagine he'd feel a little bit squished. Part of it, I think, is both of us have a habit of shying away from the edge of the bed, which is an odd one. Because I don't need that many fences. So, in any case, when he was doing that, he would roll over on me. Okay. Yeah, that should be enough fences, for a while at least. I'm going to need the spruce planks, and I need more while I'm here. Why not? While I'm here, I need more oak planks anyway. That should do the trick, and I can drop off the extra zombie flesh wherever it goes. Go. A lot of people just destroy the zombie flesh and stuff, but I've got one lonely cleric on the other side, and I would like some more. Being as getting nitwits on the monastery side is not proving to be all that easy. That I'm just going to go with clerics on one side and librarians on the other. That's another one of those off-camera at some point items. Okay, how do I want to do this? I think I'll just put these in between. Just duplicate in here. Yeah, let's do it that way. So, randomness for the day. Let's go with a question of the day, because I can. So that we're not having the best backdrop. There we go. Today's question of the day is, what would you do if you're... Oh, we got rid of that one. Let's try a new one. New question of the day. Okay, encroaching on the geek out a little bit, so I'll have to move it. But it says, if Minecraft were to add a new passive or friendly mob to the game, what would you like it to be? And if any, what benefits would it provide? So I mean, you could have an absolutely pointless mob. That's a possibility. But if you were picking what benefits said mob could provide, what would it be? In the meantime, I'm just going to move the geek out a little bit so that it's not quite so tight. Geek out. Let's put our geek out. Yeah, let's put it back on this side. It's not going to work too well. It's so wide, but we'll pretend that it's okay. It's just that the mini-map is so narrow that we're seeing the other one quite wide. Yeah. So if Minecraft was to add a new passive mob... Now, let me correct that. I will include in that, I mean, passive mobs are passive mobs, but I will also include mobs that are passive until you hit them. So, for example, like an iron golem can be considered passive until you have reason to tick them off, or passive to the player until you have reason to tick them off. Oh, that's going to be interesting. I realized I didn't have my water with me, so the hydrate's going to be a challenge. Okay. So we're up here, and we're starting on the second layer, and I don't need the fences just yet. Probably don't need scaffolding at the moment. What do I want to do for a floor? Well, I've got the floor. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. they're slightly off, so I should probably pull it out one more on each side. Because I can do the same thing on each level. 2, 3, 4, 5. Fantastic Show Off Fox says he wouldn't mind something that had an area of effect capability. So, for example, a brightly glowing mob that would repel hostile mobs for the 10 blocks around them, or a really cute mob that grants extra regen to anyone within 15 blocks. I was thinking either bright or even brightly glowing mob that does the regen. So if you're within the gentle glow, so to speak, then you could actually get regen from it. That might be kind of cool. The other one, the hostile mobs one, I suppose technically we sort of have that with the cats. In that cats will practically repel creepers. So if you have a cat following you around, you can actually make a creeper back off. It's kind of neat. Particularly, I've seen players just for the heck of it as a science experiment, decide that they're going to try putting creepers on, do I want blocks? Yeah. This one, let's go blocks. But they would put a creeper on a lead, because they can more than should. So I guess I can put regular here. They had a creeper on a lead, and then they just, not a creeper, sorry, a cat on a lead. And they just kept approaching the creepers closer and closer and closer. Okay, I don't need the shovel, I need the wood. This one. I'm going to try and put like an X shape in this one. And we'll see how that ends up looking. So sort of bite in on the corners, rather than being totally square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that works. No. I think it would introduce some new base building strategies. Something like the way... something like the way it's in Star Wars, Admiral Thrawn used... Where are we here? Okay, Admiral Thrawn used the... Oh god. The something or other species, I can't pronounce, in Timothy Zahn's books to create a Jedi-proof zone. Imagine if putting a sloth on your base slowed mobs that came near. Ooh, I like that idea. If we had, if we're going with that idea of making it, like, say, such and such proof, I would want something to be anti-witch, to be honest with you. I'm not a huge fan of those witches. On the other hand, I've seen some really cool creeper, anti-creeper farms. So basically, it's still really a creeper farm in practicality, but it uses the cats to, in essence, creeper-proof the zones. So the creepers spawn, but then they see the cats and they run away from the cats, and then that forces them off of a ledge or something. So I've seen that sort of thing, and I've seen some people use cats just placed around their base to creeper-proof it. I don't bother. I mean, I usually... The reason I don't bother is because of my preference for free-range villagers when I can. And so in this season's base, even though I ended up with 5 cats just because they kept showing up, it's like, why not? Why not tame them? I didn't actually strategically place them because the villagers kept pushing them around and moving them. So I figured, okay, well, that wasn't worth it, right?
Hello?
This one. Hey, Big Hairy GM, how are you doing? Good to see you, good to see you. You know, this didn't quite work, so I'm going to move... this block to slightly emphasize the corner, because it's not like it's going to be seen. There we go. And that one. Oh, it's going to be seen out here. Maybe not. Maybe not. Reverse that thought. Yeah, that looks kind of weird over here. Dropping things all over the place. Okay, so rather than fussing with that, We've got... Close enough. It looks good enough. More because I could rather than I needed to. Okay, let's go have a nap before... Just a wee overnight kip. I was listening to my nav system yesterday because I was dropping my pardon me, holy. Because I was dropping my daughter off at a birthday party and didn't know where her friend's new house was. And so I was listening to the nav yesterday, and it's got quite a lot of optional voices. So I might as well take this out. And so there was a set of dad jokes in it, and I thought, oh, this is kind of interesting. I will go with that. Give it a try, see what I think. But unfortunately, it was not to my style, I guess, is probably the best way of putting it. It was East Indian type of sounding, and it just wasn't my thing. So I switched off of it. But then I had the joy of joys of discovering, oh, hey, the UK English voice also has a dad joke setting. I think my kids regret it. The jokes weren't great, but I mean, they weren't frequent either, so it wasn't a huge deal. And in this case, it was the very generic one, just what everybody's heard. About, it comes up and it goes, why is this vehicle so tired? Pardon me? And then it started laughing at itself. And I just thought that was the dumbest thing. So, yeah. Was not too impressed. Okay, so we're getting back to the next level of the gate. And I'm looking at the design I'm sort of riffing off of. Bookmarks. All right. Did I have? Okay, good. So first thing I'm going to go with another row, and we're going to go 8 blocks high on this section. Let's go across the front. Oops. There we go. Alrighty, so for those of you that missed the stream weekend because we were busy, we've got our wall mostly completed. What we're looking at is, as I'm calling it, level 1 is complete. So this first section that you're, oops, I'm not seeing here. Right here, this one, I want that one. There we go. So this first section you're seeing here is about 6 blocks high-ish. And I say ish because the inside you're looking at, so maybe outside's more accurate. The outside is 6 blocks high all the way around. There's some changes where it's too thick and other blocks are too thick because I accidentally messed up my pattern halfway through. But in any case, the height is consistent. And so we still have another 4 to put on top, but I wanted to build the gatehouse first just to make sure that the 4 was not going to be too high, like too tall for it. So we've got the main outside done, and now we're putting in a gatehouse on this side to protect a little micro road that's going from the town over to the abbey. Even back then it would be considered quite rude to attack an abbey, not unheard of, but just not culturally okay, I guess, because enough of them were religious that you just don't mess with the religious people. Not to mention this area didn't in Shrewsbury, but apparently up the road, not in the Frankel direction, but in another direction, there was, at least in the book series, there was a leopard colony. Not cats, but as in people with leprosy. And so generally everybody stayed away from that one, and often then as a result the leper colony went it was a place that was convenient from the main town, but then often would move to a point that was actually more strategically placed, so still convenient because it was away from town and so on, and people couldn't catch it, so to speak. But on the other hand, it was also a good spot for using as a deterrent for armies coming in, almost like an invisible wall. So this way we can have a lesser gate coming in on this side of town, and then a greater gate on this other side. Now it's a diagonal angle, which means it's gonna take some fussing. I may end up actually quite literally just making it go straight, like a 90 degree because of Minecraft, to be able to nick the redstone idea. We'll see. I thought about putting it in the castle, but I haven't upgraded the castle to a non Mott and Bailey style, so the gate just doesn't make sense in there with a redstone movement. All right. As far as things that you guys also missed on the weekend, is we have a story that we can work on, but I think it's probably best if we restart, sort of on a per stream basis. But we have a series of Rory's Story Cubes. So for those of you who haven't seen those, they're little cubes that have symbols on them. And the idea is you're supposed to tell a story where you incorporate the thing on the cube. We've got 3 sets. There's an original, which is sort of for anything. That's kind of like a once upon a time. And then there's fantasy, which I can't remember the opener is for that one. Some sort of like The Land Far Away or something like that. And then, of course, we've got Star Wars set, which is a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away is supposed to be your starter, and then you work from there. So that's what we've got as available. Oh, and I am out of blocks. Okay. And so those are redeems that's a redeem that's available. We started that on the weekend, and we're going to run it as a bit of a test for a while to see how well it fits with our feel. Because we're telling a story. This is all this base this season is built on stories. So we have the opportunity to add more stories. Then what else have we got? We also have the opportunity, now that we have a space fenced in and a bit of a flat zone to work with. It's not perfect, but it's getting there. Then we can actually start building some houses. So there's some redeems there as well. Ooh. Big Hairy GM, do tell me about that. When you said Halloween Town, before I even finished reading the sentence, I got distracted. I apologize. So I was thinking of a completely different Halloween Town, and I'm really interested to hear about yours. So I'm curious to know what you would do with a Halloween Town, because I'm not sure why you would want to build the other Halloween Town I was thinking of. So yeah, this makes plenty of sense. 1, 2... I don't have any slabs. How do I not have slabs? Seriously? Okay. I need to rearrange my my boxes here because this makes no sense. Let's try rearranging the gear. What's that for? Why do I have that? Oh right, I know. It's because I don't have a chest plate for never mind. If I can't think about it, then it's not critical. Oh, yeah. I don't have another chest plate to replace the elytra. That's what it was, because I don't wear it all that often. Okay. Because I shouldn't fly in the nether, someday I'm going to upgrade this and then add, like, fire... not fire resist. Anyway, I can't remember what I was going to say. It can't be that critical. That's okay. And it's going to confuse me that I just rearranged all my boxes, but that's what it is. Okay, let's take this one more. And I don't need a stick. That should be everything. Let's hope I got it for a second or two. So which... Ah! Can't fly! I flied? No, I falled. Lots of fall. There we go. I landed on something. Okay. I just went to go play the sound for that, and can't because I've got my cheater book in front of it. Smart! Alright, let's get back at this. So what I was trying to say, when I got myself so horribly distracted, was Big Hairy GM, what building in the... Whoops. Yep, right. What building in the Halloween Town district are you currently working on? And do you think you will actually make it before Halloween, or are you aiming to have it done for Christmas? So yeah, that's my question. I think that would be really cool. Geek Out, just in case you're curious, has become 6 actors who have played doctors. Oh my. Here we go. So Neil Patrick Harris for one, for sure. Yep. You're basically working on the town hall, the observatory, and Jack's house centered on the green goo fountain. Wall goes around town square, and there might be another build or two to fill in the gaps. Very interesting plan. That would be really neat to see. Oh, why did I want this? 9. Right. Okay, good. 9 by 8. That's why it's looking weird to me. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. That's what I was trying to figure out. What's going on? I wasn't counting the heights properly. Let's build this. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why it doesn't fit. 5, 6. And I should have put a gap. Oh, it's because of the side. Of course I should need a gap. That's the gap spot. Brains. Brains, that thing I'm a little bit short of. Alright. See being done in early October. Ooh. Ow. Yeah. Jack Klugman's played a doctor. You're right. And we've also had, it's gonna bug me now. I read his bio, too. Dick Van Dyke has played a doctor. There we go. So we've got 3 now, I guess? I'm, by the way, just in case you're curious, yes, I'm into mysteries, but I'm not in this group, including, I am not including actors who have played in mysteries, like where they're just playing coroner type roles or forensics type roles. So, for example, the gal from Bones wouldn't qualify, neither would Nathan Fillion. When it comes to, oh, that would work. When it comes to, not Nathan Fillion, sorry. Ugh, any of the guys from, like, CSI. That's what I'm trying to say. Brain. What is this? Where's the floor? Floor's there, okay. So, those 2 will be the door. Build 2 up. 3 up on this side. Because that's the door there. This one, and that. Wow. Twice? Really? Come on. Dylan can't place stairs. There we go. And yeah, Jack Klugman for sure. Clip the flight. Fantastic! That will look really good when we raid other people's streams. Dylan goes smack. Alright. One more. There. Is it flat? It's flat. Right? Right. Maybe. Oh, whoops. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Did I actually do 4? And now I'm wondering. 4. 5. That's right. And then 6. There we go. Alright. That side's done. That part of it. Ow. Just started Jack's house. Got the steps up to it, and that's it. Well, hey. Better than not starting it at all. And honestly, I think it's going to be an amazing build. I'd love to see pictures of it when you're done. So if you get a chance, feel free to put some either progress or complete works in the Discord. I would really love to see it. What have we got? Okay. So on this side, I'm alternating these with the... It's not really meant to be used as an actual... How did I get... Oh, right, okay. It's not really meant to be used as an actual defense zone, so I'm okay. How did I end up with odd spot? Height? Height? For what? Thank you very, very much for putting one up, Scrublord. I appreciate that. I really should put the new one up there, too. I forgot. So we have an odd number, which means this should have been that one there. It's these. It's supposed to be on the ends. Okay. That, this. Is that the... It's the outside. I have to remember which is the outside and which is the inside, because I'm doing them differently a little bit. Almost, not quite. Okay. And I want to match up that with this one, that, this one, that, this one. Sure, double lookout, why not? That's what I did. And this one, that one, this one. This square edge is going to bug me. Throw a stair in there. I know we're gonna build up taller, but this solves that one bothering me a little bit. All right, and square edge there, and we're gonna have one up here. All right, what did I do on the next level? Oh, deja vu. Okay. My sketches are all messed up today.
Hello.
Yeah, got it. Okay. So we do need the slabs. So the ID on that one, we're going to match it up so we've got a little hole. There. This one, and then slab. Hello, Benson. How are you today? I appreciate seeing you. I always do wonder what happened to all of my good friends, but I was thinking about you the other day. Sure, go right ahead. So, choice. Yellow. Ooh. 6 6 literary characters who were murdered. I'm going to refrain from that one for a while because I could probably rattle off a half dozen easily, so I'm not going to... Actually, that's not true. Because I'm having such a horrible time remembering names lately, I can easily picture 6, but to actually say as much, not so much. You flew yesterday. How was it? How was your flight? And what sort of plane were you on? Okay. I'm gonna try something a little different.
Hello?
Let's get a couple of these for testing purposes. Hello! Good to see you, Springer. How are you? Hopefully you had a great week and a great weekend. Why am I... Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, why do I have too many blocks?
Hello.
So what I'm looking at here is a test element. I'm building... Actually, let's do this a little further down so it doesn't look part of the building. Great weekend. Awesome. Hey, Sachet, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome back. I appreciate the return. Sachet Away is another one of a fine community who plays on this server. So, let's see. I'm just gonna pause for a split sec and take the time to... I don't think I have one. Oop, can't spell. Can I do it this way? There we go. That's not quite what I meant. Alright. Now I know. Apparently you've got, let's dismiss that. Sorry, guys. It's not quite what I meant. I forgot that my shoutouts are tied to the official one. So, yeah, that was an oopsie daisy. What I was trying to do is... Let's see if I can find it here. I'm looking at my redeems, and I tried to... There we go. Okay. There we go. That's better. That's what we're looking for. Alright. Whoops. Sorry about that. Sachet is not quite... she's a wonderful member. They are a wonderful member of our server. And they're a great person to play with, but I don't believe they stream. Though it is a bit of an unintentional joke because DC's streaming group is always looking for more people who want to stream. And so there's some bit of running gags going on about people from the DC servers being jokingly pressured to stream. And that was an unintentional one. Sorry about that. And not yet. Well, you know, I've brought it up six million times, and one of these days I'm going to figure out how to do it. And I know one of these days is like soon TM. But, while I do that, I'll do the test piece. But I'm going to try and figure out how to do probably like it doesn't have to be a guest star thing. It could even be just host an event where we use one channel. You know, I mean, but if I'm hosting, of course, it'll be mine. But where people can, in essence, they become the star of the show. And they can stream without the hassle of dealing with all the technical stuff. But I have to figure out how I would do it, because honestly, I don't even think I know what I'm doing when it comes to stuff like that. Okay, so there's that. Or there's this one. Oh, well, they end up all the same anyways, so let's not use that one. I have my answer. What I wasn't sure about is when using the brick slabs, if it was actually going to show up as a solid side of brick, or if it was actually going to split like two bricks in the middle. And as I come up here to dump the pieces I'm not using, it has just occurred to me, you know, not so smart. I could have just looked at the buildings where I've already used the piece. That would have made sense. Let's throw them back in here. I can always use them for something else. Oh, actually, can they become... Can I turn these into the brick ones? Nope, can't do. Would be nice. Would be nice. You've almost matched. almost mastered watching people. See, the thing is, I think we could probably derp it out together and doing something, and it would be kind of fun. Besides, Sashay, you're far more bold than I am, and I'm willing to take on challenges that scare the knickers off me, or anything else. I'm just being goofy today. But yeah, you're willing to take on challenges that I am just far too afraid to do. So something like that might be kind of fun. But yeah, no pressure. You know, not gonna have to do anything if you don't want to. That's not... I don't even know how to host something like that yet, so we're not in any rush whatsoever. There we go. Me2 Go? Crazy song. I mine things well, but that's about it so far. Del's been to my base on the server, and it's pretty basic. Careful, I might just go and show it on stream one of these days. I've done it a couple of times, but not a Fantastic Sherlock Fox base tour. That could be arranged, though. Got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We come out there. Okay. The building on the top of the hill actually has a roof now? Oh, wow. That's an improvement. It didn't the last time I was there, but, I mean, it wasn't like I was getting lightning strikes on me or something. Okay. What did I keep looking... I'm stealing from that other book, but I'm trying to figure out what on earth they've done. Oh, I see. Okay. Then they rinsed and repeated and reversed the pattern. Gotcha. Okay, so we've got this... and that. There. And there's a lot of back and forth. Oops, where is the center? This one times 2. There. I need to think today. That's okay. Nothing new on that front. Did that work out? Yes, that worked out. That's 6. That's 6. Which means... leave that one and that one. Okay. It's once we've done the one side and it repeats on the other side, we can do it a little faster. Eventually I'm going to have to grab some water so we can actually hydrate. If somebody redeems one, I'll have to slip out. Okay, and then just a pile of blocks. We can do this. Okay, and then what am I doing outside? Stairs and slabs thing? Ah, gotcha. Okay, let's start in the center. Actually, I'm going to take a look and see. Because it's a lesser gate than the other side, it's not the same width. My stairs were every second one. Perfect. So this will be fencing, which means stairs go here. There, that should do it. But if you don't have that many, oh. I'm sometimes such a just-in-time creator that I don't even make enough stuff to carry with me properly. Okay, we now need stairs, right? And another set of bricks. Thank you very much. Ask and you shall receive. Fantastic Sherlock Fox to the rescue. Sometimes I think he's better than Groova's Tea Fairy. Alright, so the reason I've got both is quite literally I'm saving the water for hydrates because that's a smart move. And caffeine technically dries you out, but it also means that I've got a freebie one that if I just need to wet my whistle, I've got the good old coffee to help keep me awake and stuff. But if it's But if it's actual hydration, which is probably a smart move, then I'm still using really water this time. One of the perks of doing that, in me being lazy, is that I don't have to worry about switching it back and forth in the tracking. Alrighty. The Scrub Lord is both my biggest fan and was first here within the hour. Not at the start, but within the hour. There we go. Okay. Sachet says, I need to get better at resource gathering before I start building. I get too excited and just start placing blocks. I'm the other way around. I get mired in the resource gathering and never get around to placing blocks. So sometimes things like a wall like this, I actually needed DC's streams and some throwaway picks to just stand at my 5-block long stone generator and just mine and mine and mine and mine. Or there's times where I didn't have a stone generator and I was just crawling around inside the building for heavens knows way too long. Okay, 1 stack of stairs. Yes, because I'm going to need slabs. That's what it is. Okay. I have slabs. I have slabs. Can I actually... Oh. Okay, can I fly at least enough to smack into something useful? Okay, there we go. I gotta figure out how to get back up again. Oops. Let's go jumping off the roof. That's probably easier. There we go. Will the stairs work? And I went down there and didn't get fences. Smart! Smart. Yeah, that'll work. Vents, please. Apparently you can't stand on it, put fences. Little did I know. We'll sleep as soon as we get these fences thrown in. Do I have? No. Let's see. Fantastic Shot Fox says, it sounds like you have some cool ideas, Sachet. I tend to build up a lot of resources but get nervous figuring out what to build. Yeah, that's probably my thought too. And so it's easier to default just digging and digging and digging. Fox built a hole in a mountain as a base just to get shelter because he didn't know what else to do. He had a bit of a goofy start though. He'd never played on an SMP, for sure. Not counting the family server with us. And definitely not one this established. He started and spent the first 3 or 4 days punching trees and trying to stay alive and find food before he realized there was a starter armor at spawn and people would help. Yeah. I could have got involved, but I tried to recuse myself from doing so, just because it would have been far too easy to help set up the box. Oh, I have another bed. Toolbox down, and get the other bed out, and that way we can put another one up on top. Alright, what do I have? I came down, I have fences, blocks. I don't think I need anything else. Yeah, everyone's so helpful. Well, actually, one of the things I'm thinking about doing is I've got a solo Bedrock world, and my excuse for doing it was I said I wanted to try everything myself rather than being pressured to do it, to build it. Or sorry, not to, I wanted to try everything myself rather than not feeling the pressure to do stuff because I could just get it from the community, whatever it was. I don't know if I'm going to stick with that or not. I'm finding that without the pressure to build it yourself, even if I'm building something myself, I'm still finding, because it's a solo world, that the temptation is seriously there to just basically /give all the materials, which is kind of lazy. So yeah. yeah, I'm not super happy with myself for even thinking about that, but it is what it is, I suppose. Okay, so bed. Let's put. I don't mind down here because we can get back up relatively easily. So I don't know. I'm debating whether I should keep up with the Solar World. At the moment, I'm sticking with the Java one just because I have stuff to do. But I'm debating whether I should keep up with the Solar World or whether I would consider going to an SMP. Oops. Simply for the pressure of staying honest about block mining. So I don't know. It's kind of 6 of one, half dozen the other at this point. Because when you're on an SMP, some of the things the community builds, and so you don't have to. And then there's other pieces that are you do it sort of thing. It's kind of confusing. Okay, what do I want here? Every second one, I think I did. You got me, Springer. You got me good. Got me good. I was kind of wondering how I'd end up with a creeper up here, but I wasn't going to dismiss it. What am I? Oh! Did I do something weird on the corners? Huh. Okay. It's a full block. Slab. 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 It's like matriculations, but not. Because it's wimpy versions? Oops. It's here. Noting I put the bed right almost exactly in the middle, and so I'm sort of using that as a placement point. And so this one, these actually shouldn't. I've got them backwards. How am I getting this backwards? That's okay. What is it? Measure twice? Measure twice, then measure twice more, then, yeah. Then measure twice more and maybe cut? Is that how that works? Or in Minecraft, maybe build? Okay, this one goes down, down, up. That feels weird. That's what I made, but that feels weird. Okay. So... yeah, that just feels odd. Okay. Let's be... oh, not that. Close enough. Alright. I'm too focused on talking and trying to build. Yeah. You got that one. Okay. Let's do an F4 to get around this side and just see how does that look. Well, for one, I don't like the higher corners. But otherwise, it's okay. So I leveled the gate, but I didn't level the tower. So yeah, if I take it down, this one down to a half block height, by not having a full block up top, I think that'll be okay. Which means I'm going to do the same on this side for the gap. But otherwise, it's not horrible. It also means I know which side to jump off of to get back there again. I mean, it doesn't have to be realistic, right? It just has to be something that I like. I'm gonna probably misuse the word, but I think, Springer, you can probably appreciate the irony of yourself successfully getting me with a sound. That it's mildly amusing. Alright, so, can I remember what I did enough? Move the bed dead centered, because I can. Okay, there we go. You love the irony. Yep, I can imagine. I can imagine. Okay, so these are regular blocks, except for the center. What do we got? 1, 2, double, 1, 2, oh, 3, and then the double. 1, 2, 3, double, 1, 2, 3. That double is bugging me. Do it for something else, actually. What do we have for options? Not much. Let's try 8, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got to get in there. That was something I didn't think about. How did I do this? Or was it second, I think, maybe? This one. Yeah, there we go. Like this. Yeah, that makes a lot of difference on the outside. We'll do it all the way, but I think I like it in the center that way. Makes the doubles not quite so obvious. Okay. Perfect. Ish. Ish. Oh, nope. That one. Those. There we go. It was solids, then stairs. Okay. This one, that one. This song is really weird. This Fantastic Shock Fox will vouch. I don't normally listen to this kind of music. I think I'm actually in a bit of a different mood today, so let's see if I can not get a copyright strike on Odd Chap's music. Sometimes Odd Chap is really where it's at. Where did I put it? This one. Sorry for the harsh switch, if that's not your thing. Interesting. While I appreciate the sentiment, or not sentiment, sorry. While I appreciate the cheer, it's an interesting way to get yourself heard. I disapprove of the content. So keep that and put that in your pipe and smoke it if you need to, but certainly not happening. Fun way to get attention. I'll definitely say that. Mods know what to do. Then the nice part about it is if it's a sub, I only get 50%. If it's a definitely misguided usage of bits, I get 100% of it. So, ha! Joke's on you. Alrighty. So, let's see. We've got stairs, and then the next row up was slabs. Because we had the gap. That's making the whole place see-through. Oh, oops. Double. That's what it was. I figure out why that looked weird. Sometimes the bot is not the world's brightest, but there's not much we can do about it. Oswin's still learning. Alright. So now we go alternating again. 1, 2, 3. These in the middle. And then we had the 2 funky ones. With the regular blocks. 2, 3. How did we end up? Oh, right. There we go. Okay, and this is our level, so the top of the hill. Top of the wall. Do the Christmas reference. To the top of the hill, to the top of the wall, now dash away all. Okay, why I have Christmas songs stuck in my head? I have no clue, but it works. Now, this is the point at which I kind of go, oh, yeah, I wish I'd put the stuff on the inside, but then I go to work on the outside again, and I wish I'd had it on the outside. We need more bricks, right? I think that's what it was. Bricks. We've got slabs, we've got stone brick stairs. You know what? Let's make... What am I gonna need? Yeah, I think that's gonna be useful. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do, up top we've got the slab style going on. But when I start building the extra layer on top of the wall, instead of the slabs, to make it spawn resistant on the walls, on the edges at least, is I'm just going to do it with back-to-back stairs. So we'll have the bottom parts sticking out like this one, right down here with the stairs facing outwards. But then when we do the top part, it's just going to be 2 sets of stairs back-to-back. Makes it a little bit easier for me to think about. And then I only have to worry about the spawn-proofness down the center, which is just, since nobody's really going to be up there, I don't care, and I'll just make it out of slabs, lower slabs. Okay, where were we? I'm just about done. What did I have up there? I needed more bricks, right? That's what that was? Let's get 2 sets because I keep coming back. And then I can grab some more regular stone from here. No, not that. All right. Ah, okay. So the easiest thing to find about the server I'm on is to take a look at, if I can find my button, this one. So that's about the patron himself, and he's got the 3 servers. And let's see, what am I also on? The other one I've got, I think it's that one. Oops, it's all caps. It's not working. ECNCR. There we go. Yeah, Ta works fine. Ta works fine. One of the dad jokes I was referencing earlier on my nav system used the term kip, and my kids had no idea what it was. And so I just asked, or my daughter had no idea, and she's like, what? I said, oh, it's a nap. She goes, huh? I said, do you want me to explain it? No. Okay. That's fine. But the funny part was, I could tell she wasn't listening all that well because the same question for a totally different context, but same word, had come up in conversation in Ireland and when we were on vacation, and she still didn't know. Which one's taller? Oh, the other one's taller, okay. Yeah, so this one's done with the slabs on top as well. I just threw the torch down. Okay, I was on... Oops. Haha, ha. Fine. We'll jump off the other roof then. or just do it again. That would have made sense too. Alright, where are we here? We do more slabs. Oh, no, not slabs. Bricks, there, that's what I'm looking for. This is the floor zone. And then let's get the side bricks. And I have to remember that I'm up against the tower, so that one's covered. Which would be a skip. Come on, that one. Probably not pointing the right way, but if not, we'll just sort it later. This one, that one, this one, double, that one. Remember if I needed the double on the far side. Yeah, I did. Okay, good. No problem. It's funny though, I mean, it was one of the words, Kip was one of those words that didn't show up in our vacation. I was trying to do sort of a word of the day or concept of the day, and that sort of fell apart really quickly. We got about 4 or 5 days in though, so pat myself on the back for that one. But the idea of having a Kip was something that you would think, because we're dealing with their grandparents, that we would do. But what actually just happened was the grandparents went to bed ahead of everybody else. Sometimes ahead of the kids, but mostly afterwards. On the other hand, I'll give them a serious bye, because my father-in-law's wife still works for, well, she has a busy international job, I guess. It's probably the best way of putting it. Rather than trying to explain what she does, it's just a busy, busy, busy job. And the world was going to unfriendly places in a handbasket quite quickly. So she was just a super, super busy person at all hours of the day. And I would not have wanted her job for $1 million or more in a million years. There, how's that one? Oh, gap, right. And yet, through it all, she didn't let herself visibly get frustrated. So I was quite impressed. Not sure I like how that worked out, but Minecraft isn't always perfect. Alright. Back. I hope that wasn't because of an ad, because I don't like ads. Sometimes when I have Turbo, because I have Turbo, I don't get ads on anybody's channel. And, yeah, I don't get ads on anybody's channel, so I sometimes forget that other people do get ads on mine. How did I end up on this server? Well, that's actually a good question. I mean, I'm a patron, so I support Dadcraft73, but also... Cool, good job, good idea. Congratulations, Springer Shadow. Awesome, thank you very much. Fantastic Sherlock Fox. So I guess the easiest way to say how I ended up on this server would probably be that I support Dadcraft73 via Patreon. So that's the major requirement. And I like his material quite a lot. It's not, everybody's cup of tea, but it certainly is mine. And I like his content. So when he put up a server for his Patreon members, it actually had one for quite a while, and I missed out on a couple of the seasons of being on it. But that $2? What? Yeah, okay. Where am I here? Can't even talk today. So I missed out on that for a few seasons, and then I joined and had one season on this server, followed by a season on the newly at that time started up Bedrock server. I'm going to cut this out for diagonals again. I just don't know where they're going to be, so I'll leave it till I get the rest done. So anyways, long story made short is, yeah, the Bedrock server came to be, so I thought, oh, well, that's pretty cool. Because it was very cross-platform, I thought, you know, hey, I can, and I owned the Bedrock one too. Then I figured, okay, well, that's pretty neat. Let's give it a go and see what it's like. Great community and all that with other Patreon members. And it was a blast, but my preferred style is Java. Always will be, I think. Not just because of the Iron Farm simplicity, but offhandedness, and there's a million things. And I don't necessarily say the game is better. It's not better one way or the other. I just have a preferred platform. Okay, let's see. Where is this center gap? So I don't want... Let's see, 1, 2... This one. And really that's what happened is I love this community. But yeah, I support Dadcraft on Patreon. Now, he's got it at his $5 a month or higher tier. And really does recommend when you can, sort of thing, to get to know his community and get to know his style of content before you jump on his server. Now, it's a fairly recent thing that he's been playing on his own servers. So as in, he does have a base on this one, and he does have a base on the Bedrock one. But he doesn't always do that, and he's, like a lot of players, he likes to be fairly independent and doesn't like to get helped out. Will participate in terms of, like, the shopping district. He'll spend some of his diamonds out there and doesn't like to be gifted things. But other than that, he's relatively what do you call it? I was going to say self-explanatory, but that doesn't make sense. Independent? There you go. Self-reliant. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, exactly. The community vibe. And one of the other things is we do have a few people that support DC on Patreon, are not active members of his Discord. They were on there just long enough to fill out all the paperwork and stuff, and then they jumped on the server, so we hardly ever see them in Discord, and there's no requirement for people to do the Discord thing on DC's Discord. We just find that it's useful. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. Okay, we do have the weird angle. We do find that it's useful because, what do you call it? Because there's conversations about what's going on in the server that take place in DC's Discord. So you kind of miss out on some of the news of the server, who's doing what, who's built what, who wants, needs help with whatever the thing is. So there's all that happens. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think I like that. Let's change out corners from here. Oh, oops. Okay, not quite what I was thinking, but let's take out this one. Make it wood. And we'll take out this one and make it wood as well. Use a couple of pointy shapes. Sure, why not? It's not quite what I was looking for, but hey, it works. It does the trick. How did I end up with... I have no idea how I ended up with that, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3... So yeah, it's a great vibe, and I honestly think that people who are into that sort of friendly community would enjoy it. I recognize that I stream from it almost exclusively right now, and that's just because I don't have an SMP of my own, and have not been spending mass quantities of time to be doing enough on the solo world to make it really get anywhere. It's one of those, should do, but the world is not necessarily conducive to that. One of the things I don't think I've discussed a lot on the stream, is that in addition to being, a stay-at-home parent and a streamer, and I think that's about it, I also am a youth scout leader for 2 different age sections, which means that I sometimes get really busy with prepping for some of the scout meetings, and don't always get myself organized in time for being able to have a lot of server time for Minecraft. I would love to play Minecraft day in and day out. That would be so much fun, but it just is not necessarily in the cards. I think I got all picked up. Oh, missed some. And I know I'm going to end up with trouble if I don't light up in here. Let's just cop out because it is medieval times, and I'm going to assume not everywhere has braziers for simplicity's sake. That one. Go halfway up and go that one. Turn this on. We good? We're good. Okay, back up on the roof. And light up, and we're good there. Come on. What do I want to do? It's the roof, so let's put some... Let's put some lighting. That's a slab, so I can't light there. Those are the central. How about here? And maybe over, same on this side. Come on. There we go. One up there. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, there's definitely, we have an awesome crew of UK streamers, but also we have an awesome crew of UK membership as well. So, for example, Bob is in your region as well. So Bob Rain that you've seen on stream here is in your region. He's not a streamer, but he is looking into becoming one, and he plays on the DC crew as well. But if you're looking for people in the UK region, at least that I watch, that are streamers, they don't play on our server, is my favorite at the moment is Groova. As well as, what's the other one? Corrupted Tree is my other recommendation in that front. They're both amazing individuals and have some really neat and creative, unique ideas. Okay, I think that's done. Let's see what we have. So aside from the fact that it looks a little weird because the one tower is shorter, I think that works. And I don't necessarily know if it's worth changing the height of the tower. But yeah, that works. So I just need a couple of torches down on these wood things below. And then same on the other side, I suspect. Yep. And then I'm happy with that one. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, other big streamers include Pixel Riffs, which I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with. And, yeah, and Foxy, of course. Of course. I can also understand, too, that it would be easier, in some cases, to understand a person if they've got a similar accent to one you're familiar with. So, there's a few that I've come up against where it took me a second to get used to their particular accent. Yeah, Foxy No-Tail has a bit of an ongoing joke. I don't know who started it, but they refer to, I think it's Foxy who's running Truly Bedrock. But anyways, the joke is that when something goes wrong with the server, it's got to be because it's in his bathroom and it's been affected by water. Some accents are easier to handle than others. It took me a second to get used to Corrupted Tree. There are quite a lot of North American accents that are very, very disparate. I was watching a video while we were away about the myriad of unusual English accents. Actually, I watched two of them. One was unusual English accents found around the world, and the other one was just simply unusual English accents found in North America. And both of them kind of boggled my mind, going, really? People talk like that? I'm used to quite a number of UK and nearby Isles accents, and a little bit of, say, the French from France trying to speak English, and the really odd French in Canada trying to speak English type of accents. But abroad, There are some that I don't even understand in the slightest. And I live with Newfie accents in Canada fairly regularly, so that's not a surprise. Okay, so I think we've got this one's virtually done. Now I have to figure out how to get out. How do you get out of the tower? There we go. Okay, we're on the inside now. Now, what was the other thing I said I was going to do? Oh, pathing, that's what it was. So, kind of wondering... Mud on the bridge makes sense, but then it also makes sense in the path. And I don't know about making it darker mud. So see if I have enough mud to do more pathing with it. Poodle Pirate's southern accent is definitely awesome. So Poodle Pirate is another one of the streamers from this server, and she's definitely got, for lack of a better term, one of those cozy down-home accents. She seems to fit what a lot of people think a stereotype southern accent would be without necessarily a super stretched out drawl. One that you might also recognize, which is not the world's best for UK time zones unless you want to get up early in the morning, but Swanky Potato is in Texas, and his accent doesn't normally show through all that much, but every once in a while you'll hear a word where he'll really stretch it out, and it's not really in your face, but there's some of them. And I didn't even notice it at one point until he started saying y'all quite a lot, and that one's fine, except when you hear Canadians using it, because I'm not used to Canadians using it on a regular basis. And so when my father did it, it bugged me to no end. But then again, most of the stuff my father does bugs me to no end, so that's not a surprise. Somebody found the cat sound. Yay! Yep, all I can come back with on that one, off the top of my head, I think is this one. I didn't even spell it right. Maybe it's a single E? I don't know. Oh, that's still wrong. See? I did it wrong. Here, let's do it this way. When all else fails... It'd help if I actually picked the correct thing. Alright, what am I looking for? I wanted mud, right? I found the mud, and I didn't have a place to put it. Now that I have a place to put it, I couldn't find it. Don't think I want the roots. Yeah, that should be enough. So what I'm going to do with this one, and in both of the major paths into town, but what I'm going to do with this one is swap out, to start with, these two. These two here. Oops, little too much. I didn't realize I had a hole there. There we go. So I'm going to throw mud in these two to switch the track over. I'm going to pretend my carts are only ever 3 blocks wide at the wheels. For those of you that hadn't heard it, actually, are you guys aware of, probably, of why...
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello? Tiger Woods and Arnold Palmer. Hello, Yellow! It's another way to trigger a hello. We have 2 professional golfers. Tiger Woods and Arnold Palmer for sure. I'm not sure how I could actually... Oh, I'm not sure how to show worn down wood. I may just have to leave that one. And just go with it. I don't know. I'll figure that out. And I know the mud is higher, so it's kind of defeating the look, but I'm pretending, right? I can pretend. Truth is, I probably should do it the other way around, where it becomes some form of green grass growing into the pathing. That'd be organized, you know? I don't usually follow golf either, but one of the reasons I know those two is actually because both of them have clothing lines. So when we were shopping for polo shirts for, or polo style shirts collared for Fantastic Shock Fox, and didn't necessarily want to go with Ralph Lauren polo all the time, then Arnold Palmer and Tiger Woods both had clothing lines. Springer's. Ooh. I'm sure that the golf players really appreciated that. Wow. Yeah, I'll be honest, I would do the same. I'm not sure I'd want to admit to my dog doing that. But the question is, do they get a mulligan on the entire hole? Like a do-over? Or do they get, or would they just play through? Or would they even just take off a single stroke for the missed one from the dog? Well, that's another funny part, is there are different laws in different parts of the world regarding what's a footpath and what's not. And I've noticed that UK and Ireland basically have odd, by North American standards, they have odd footpath rules, which basically means that in North America, a path has to be, like public lands or something, is always public, and then if it becomes non-public land, the landowner has the right to close it. Whereas in parts of the UK, as long as people keep using the footpaths, the law requires that they stay open. So the golf course guys probably got bit by that a little bit. Yeah. I did it wrong. That's okay. But this, that, mud. There we go. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Anyone's allowed to walk them, and as long as there is somebody walking them, then it's required to stay open. Whereas over here, you go onto private lands, even if there used to be a footpath there, and you're trespassing. Of course, they're not supposed to do things like, chase you off with excessive force or something like that, but they are allowed to close it. So it's not uncommon. And that's actually one of the things that's got some people in our province upset, is because there's lots of noises being made about selling off some of the, what we call crown lands or public lands, to developers, and then they'll be closed, which is really, really frustrating. Yeah. Well, Fantastic Shock Fox makes a good point. We went on a bit of a walk, and we saw some neato public places, public spaces. Oh, phooey. I didn't bring the... I saw some neat public spaces, and we were walking on the path, but then it became private land. But off in the distance, we could see some ruins we wanted to go check out. And, of course, it had one of those little signs that it was practically saying no trespassing, but really it had the... I don't know how to explain it, but it's a UK thing. And anyways, so we didn't go on there, and Fantastic Shock Fox checked later on with the people we were staying with, who said, Why didn't you go there? Well, because of the sign. That's not the way it works here. So yeah, it was fun. So we got to go back and do our walk out there after all, which turned out to be like a World War II lookout point, which was kind of fun. So we enjoyed that. Which was also amusing because my kids and I play a little bit of Pokemon Go from time to time, and it was amusing to me because it was a Pokestop. So, okay, what was I looking for? I was looking for more of the vines. I was also curious to see if... Oops, do I have any slabs already? I have plenty of slabs. So let's get rid of the wood. And let's take some of the slabs, because I do need those wherever I put them. Good grief. 1, 2, 3, That's more than I need, so we're good. Yeah, Pokemon Go adventures go all over the place. Ordnance survey maps aren't just UK, but they're very much less common usage over here. One of the other things actually I found was an interesting thing, and it could be just the people I deal with, it could be a UK thing, I'm not sure, but there seems to be a...
Give me this collar so that I may talk. Squirrel!
Yep, for sure.
I hate
Can't touch
squirrels.
this. You can't touch this.
Wow. That was not what I meant either. How did I? That was not what I meant to play. Alright. Apparently I hate squirrels and can't touch this. Got rolled into one when I put the book back down. Nope. So far you've been really, really good at catching them. So, no worries there. What was I looking at? I was looking at... I'm running back and forth a little bit like a chicken with the head cut off because I forgot that That one's what you expect. I forgot that... Where am I here? Shoot, okay. That's not gonna work. Slab. So there does not seem to be a mossy brick slab. That's no good. Give me just a second, I think I'm going to sneeze. Yep, I had to sneeze. Dun dun dun. Nice. Okay. So what I was hoping to have was some mossy slabs, but I guess it doesn't make sense if I'm actually running the carts over them, so that doesn't make any sense anyway. Sleep time. So far they've been mostly making sense, but the touch one was my mistake. I have far too many free sounds because I don't feel that charging people for them was reasonable. As I've said before, part of the reason I don't charge people for it is also not only do I mean, bits are great, but people have to pay to Twitch, who gets a cut when you buy your bits, and then we've got an exchange rate from the currencies. So I don't want to rip people off that way. Nor do I really feel that I'm here for money. I'm here to enjoy myself, and you guys, sharing it with you guys is a fantastic side effect, and I love it. And sometimes I stream because you guys are here. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's always going to make sense. Okay, so we're done with the mud. Slabs in here. Oh, shoot. I forgot about something else.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a
Generally never
message after
is.
the tone.
Hee. No one's available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone. Beep! Yeah, there wasn't a beep on that one, though. What I'm looking for. One of many crafting tables. There we go. Got a slab again. Of course, I should have brought cobblestone slabs. That would make sense. We'll just do the top part first because it's going to be a straight run up, so that's fine. Where is these ones? And bricks. Nope, stone. Yeah, why not? This one, and then over here. I can always take it back out again. Now, although these are, That's a very long drum roll. That's a very, very long drum roll. That one not fit? Oh, aha. There we go. So although these are, slow things to do in this section, what I'm looking to do is finish this part off within the next 15, and then for this afternoon, because or my afternoon, post midnight for Springer, then I will be starting the gates and redstone and whatnot. Maybe the redstone part, but anyways, at least the gate build on the opposite side over here. So between now and then I'm going to decide if I'm going to try and do it on an angle. Wow. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do, yellow, is I'm going to get out my trusty whiteboard, which you're not really seeing well, and I'm writing houses, yellow. Houses, yellow. The other thing, actually, yellow, that you reminded me of is, I think, yeah, okay. So I've got the second one here. Commands. And yellow on that one. So, since I have your attention a little bit, yellow, if you could DM me at some point with some sort of description of what you would like as your personal command, because you redeemed it quite a while ago. And in my oopsiness, I accidentally checkmarked that off, so it did retract, or did take away the points, or the clues from your collection. So I owe you your personal command, but I just need more detail on what it is you would like. There's a few commands owed, but houses for sure. Alright. So let's derail. Now it takes me a little bit to do the house. So for the personal command, and for the, so let me derail. So for the houses, backing up, I can get it started. They're going to be medieval style-ish, and then that will be very primary on the next stream that you're available for. So let's see. Let's start over. Yeah, next door to the sheep. Sure, that'll work. Because that way I don't have to move it with the roads going through. That's probably easiest. I wish I could help Distorted Dad with their question, but I don't know. So in response to Springer's command... Oh, okay. Question for you, Yellow. What type of wood would you like in your house? There's going to be a bunch of cobble and a bunch of stone, but we also need to know what type of wood, because I'm going to use the wood pillars on the corner, and I don't mind mixing it up, so we could have some sane-looking ones or some pretty weird-looking ones. But what sort of wood would you like on the corners? I need to see. Do I have... Okay, so in relation to that personal command, I don't have cobble. Are you kidding me? Seriously? How do I not have cobblestone? Oh. Huh. Okay. You can see I had a lot at one point. I thought I had a whole leaf ton full. Got 4. Fine. Okay, so, distraction aside, we are done with the mud. Where did the mud go? There we go. No, I did not. Personal command, suffice to say. Short form. Personal command is one where if you redeem it, then you get your own, what a lot of other people call walk-on, but you get an exclamation point word which is mostly your choice, but I mean something related to you, and then when you play that, you get your custom information. For example, I know they're not here, but the only other person that can play that is me. So for example, I did one for Poodle Pirate. And I think it's this one. So that's what Poodle Pirates was. You know, so if you leave it too open-ended yellow, you might end up getting like a little clip of a yellow submarine or something. Do we need to go with sports or just a little bit of left and right of arcs would be appreciated. I guess we'll put it that way. Okay, so let's see. How much overhang do I have? 1, 2. Okay, 14. I'm just gonna use these as markers for now because it also reminds you to get more. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I also remember that my chunk lines are quite busted. That's an Enderman Scream. Didn't get me all that much, but yeah, you did get me. I don't know why I'm so focused. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's supposed to be tricks to be able to figure out where your chunk borders are. But other than me doing this and realizing I blew it, not really sure. But I think this will do. It spreads over 2 chunks, but the house is going to overhang a little bit, so I think we're okay. That also means that the max edge is here. Ooh, Lego. Perfect timing. Okay, so the max edge is here. Yellow, I've still got it on the list. It's on the houses board, which blocks me out. Fantastic. See? Houses, yellow. So that's there. And I think we'll end this one with the Lego because we can wrap that up and I'll get it. Okay, missed it by that much. And I will get more of this built, the cobblestone mined in between, so we actually have the materials to do it with. And then dealer's choice. What sort of wood would you like? We're going to use a medieval theme with wood corner posts and then wood walls. So do you have a favorite type of wood that you would like me to use? And in the meantime, I'm going to set up for Lego, so give me 1 split second.
Musical experience you can have.
Ooh, I hear that. Okay, so deem your own command. Do I have not? Huh. Wonder why the alert sound didn't come through on that one. I think I did something weird. Okay. No problem. Let's see. Let's get Lego going real quick. Come on. Interact. Move that screen. Go. Okay. Oh, that's gotta follow with this one. All right, Lego. We are on.
We don't know. All we got is
Oops.
suspects. My job.
84. Perfect. Present. All right. So let's actually make that live. Lego. We are working on the Slytherin banner, and we are just about done. So we're going to finish up a couple of steps here. We were on 93 and I had a bit of a problem because everything was leaking in and falling off and whatnot. So now we're on 94, and let's do a quick 5-minute timer on that. So we have a couple of curved edges. I'm just going to bring the tray over. Going this direction. It's one this way. Come on. There we go. That one. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thunder! Definitely interactive. Here's choices for the wood type. Whatever goes well with the medieval, but some type of yellow theme. Okay, I see. So what we might do then is go with a darker bark for the posts, and then I find, if you're okay with it, I find the strip birch looks kind of yellow, so I may use that for the main walls then. That'll work. And then if you could DM me on your command, that would be appreciated, so that we can get onto that one, because I owe you that from quite a while back. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And then next. See, a lot of confusion on my part. When I'm not confused, it's actually almost a miracle. Square. Someday we'll get Dell's lights accessible by the stream. Oh. You are gonna be evil, Fantastic Sherlock Fox. We can do that. Yes, we can. And if Thunder plays, then we could actually... I can attach that to a trigger so that everything goes all blinky blinky. And shakes, and yeah. I saw one the other day, actually, a set of instructions that basically inspired me to think about how one could potentially put together an earthquake. But it's kind of funny and kind of not funny. On the other hand, we don't get earthquakes up here, so it would be very clearly not real. But it'd be fun to think about. We may get the odd tornado up here, but it's never actually ripped through my part of the city or anything like that. The problem with the nanolief bulb thing, I like that, but I think the problem with doing it that way is just that I'd have to, I shouldn't say have to, but to get the best effect out of it, I would probably have to drop the fact that I've green screened out the background of my messy shelf. Definitely look into that. So see, I'd like a command that turns the lights off and plays a spider hiss. Holy cannoli! Are you serious? Wow. Okay. Well, if you're serious about that, because you've redeemed it, sure. Wow. Okay. So if you could remember to just DM me that in DM me that in Discord, and I'll make sure that that gets on the list. Do you want a Minecraft spider hiss in with that one? I think it's probably the most effective. But we can go with that. Wow. Troublemaker? No. That's fine. There's no such thing as messing it up. Okay, so we'll go around this side. We are a little overtime as it is, and that's not a bad deal, because it gets people time to get their streams underway and rolling and stuff before someone like me comes crashing on in, so it's all good. So we got a minute and 20, but we're almost done. I mean, if we're crazy close to being done, then I might just go with it and just rock right through. Okay, we got this one kind of centered, I think. Yeah. Oops, that's not sticking because I didn't press it on. There we go. 98. More curvy stuff. Okay. Let's see if we can get that on camera. This one. Excellent, Fox, we should have a meeting. I might apply for the job of audio technician for Dell Stream. Ouch. That could be good. That could be really, really scary. There's always stream feedback available, and feel free to drop stuff in there. I'm not opposed to doing something unusual, at least for a while. I don't even mind having funky stuff leading up to Halloween, and then, or whatever North America passes for Halloween, and then if it doesn't work or I'm uncomfortable with it or whatever, we could pull it out afterwards. So there's, you know, I'm open-minded. I'm open-minded. Okay. Let's see, what have we got going? The Gutty's up. He's been for a while, it looks like. Okay. Looking at something, and I can't... There we go, I got derailed. Whose fault was that I got derailed? No problem, Fantastic Shock Fox. Thank you very much for helping out as much as you could. How did I... I got shifted somehow. That looks right there. So we're good to that spot. Oh, I did that part wrong. But the timer has disappeared on the screen because technically our 5 minutes of Lego is up. There we go, let's pop this one. But now this particular step is making me mildly riled, so let's get this one done. There we go, okay. So I just want to see if there are any more steps after this. 99. Nope, that's it. Alright, so this one, we've got our Slytherin logo, which just sticks on in the center there. Let's see if I can get this right. Oh, no, that's not right. It's too high. And there we are. Because the next step... Yep, that's it. So, backing up, Hunter just shows it off. And all this one does is just show us where little pieces go when we're packing. So, for example, I've got a couple of lights that just live inside the windows, because it's... When this is diorama in 3D, as in like you set it on the table or something, it's supposed to have all the parts out. But this is, if I'm going to hang it up on the wall as a banner, then it's worth putting all the little bits and bobs in their various spots. And I booped this, so somehow this part came undone on the edge. Come on, you. Connect. Huh. Well, there we go. Got it. So this one will lock in on a pin there. Where does this one go? Does it actually have... Oh, I see, okay. Right in here. And the chair has a couple little bumps on the top, so it inverts on this side. There. So that everything else seals up. And that's that. So, Slytherin banner is complete. That is the end of that. Alright, so let's find someone. I noticed Fantastic Shock Fox had to leave. Who have we got? We have... You know what? I think I'm going to go up to Ricky Roy. He's playing on Rocktropolis right now, and but he's talking about bastions or farms. So I think that's where we're going to head over to today. I'm still here! So, it says, let's see, Lego project, looked good. What's our next Lego project? Well, our next Lego project, I could actually tell you that this afternoon, but I think it'll be nice. Next Lego project, we're going to take a derail and we're going to build a brickhead. So I have not decided which yet, but it'll be Harry Potter themed brickhead. Either one of the professors or one of the two available from the Ministry of Magic. Apologies to all of those getting ads. Sorry for the ads. You can tell I've gone slightly overtime when the ads start 1 minute after the top of an hour. So yeah, we better get out of here. I could go on all day, but we should probably head out. So I think we're gonna get over to Ricky and enjoy what he's up to with Bastions or Farms. I will see you again. My next stream slot, you'll see in Mountain Time there. Let's swap that to this one, so you can see better. Yeah, the next stream time is in Mountain Time there on the screen. So that will actually be, if I do the math, just after midnight, approaching 1 a.m. BST, I think. And then we've got 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So we'll be building some more gates, but primary is Yellow's house, if Yellow is available. And then we'll be getting onto the gate. And yeah, hopefully we'll cross our fingers on stuff. Enjoy, have a great time. Let's get that raid started. All right, so I know you've seen the credits going up, but I want to say a special thank you to Fantastic Sherlock Fox for being one of our mods today, as well as Benson, who dropped by. Thank you again to Fox for gifting a subscription. I appreciate that. Also, thank you to Bob for the resubscription, and to Scrublord and Springer Shadow and Yellow for spending their clues today. And you can see the moderators coming up on there. And to Sachet and Springer Shadow and Yellow for being and Bob for being subscribers today and chatting with us, as well as Big Hairy GM. So yeah, we'll get on to that stuff and give Ricky our best. I will see you again this evening. Have yourself a great day. Bye-bye for now.